Hazyview. I'm still in Birkdale Cottages. Blessed to be here. Yeah, it is quite hot here. So we have been traveling for the last 4 months with work, with Bee's work. And I am very blessed to be here and to be able to read my books. You are super blessed. Jy is super blessed in Afrikaans. I'll put a link up in the description to buy the book. It's a very good Christmas present as well. It's all about mental and physical well-being, and it's what we need these days for sure. I've also got a journal which accompanies this, attributed to Louise Hay, my mentor mama who led me to self-love, and it doesn't have a year date, so you can use it forever. I'm sitting flat on the grass just as I like it, with trees around me and beautiful bird song, which has been on my wish list and I forever have. I also had on my wish list to be surrounded by beautiful nature, and for the last few years this is what I've been getting, and feeling grateful begets more of the same. So I'm going to start reading chapter 11, which is my last chapter. Super blessed to be in the flow of my life. With Bee's work travels, I am blessed with plenty of me time. Most people have a fear of being alone. Many have asked me if I am not lonely when he is on site. My answer is that when we actually take the time to get to know who we are, more importantly, weed out the negative stuff we do not like about ourselves and add more positivity, we will never feel alone with our own company. In my recordings, I found a message that I recorded a few years ago on one of our work travels, in Ishawi to be exact. For the first time in my life, I have not only research and reflection time, but time to absorb new and improved insights about myself. I finally find time to get to know myself, and most importantly, getting to not only like, but even to love and appreciate myself. For me, constant renewal is very important, and ironically, at the same time, I have also learned to just be and feel. I remember clearly how I was recording the message while watching the most glorious sunset at our place of accommodation. Yet it was only seen by me. Bee came out occasionally to the veranda where I was sitting, bearing witness to the spectacular show of nature. The bar inside was packed with everybody watching a rugby game, to each his own. This memory just shows again that even when I do have an opportunity to socialize, I sometimes still prefer my own company and just to be with nature. Watching this amazing sunset with the utmost appreciation, an epiphany dropped in to remind me that I need to share the fact yet again that we are all so much more blessed than we believe. Only when we mindfully start to count these blessings and write them down, we truly realize what we have, where we are in our lives, and who we are. We begin to understand our health issues and how to solve them, as they are pretty much linked to our emotions. And we become grateful that we are able to walk, talk, think, and create. Once this is understood and appreciated, we can start using it to our favor, to become a better version of ourselves. We are used to taking it all for granted just because it is so readily available to us. Everything in life we take for granted because it is just so readily available. When challenges arise though, like becoming diseased or disabled, remember the example of Superman, only then do we take notice of what we had. Don't wait for that wake-up call. Take time to just sit and watch the sunset and have gratitude for who you are, for what you have, what you see, and what makes you happy. The very fibers of your existence, the tapestry of your life. At the risk of repeating myself, we are always more blessed than we think we are. Only when we begin to take notice of it and start making it our focus, gratitude will help us create our own super blessed life. Gratitude begets more gratitude. I can vouch for this, as it was and still is an experience which transforms. When we start eliminating negative thought patterns and including more positivity. Sooner than expected, I became much better in changing a downward spiral in my thoughts into a positive space, and to my surprise, with time, I even managed to stay there for longer. When I was 17 years old, my boyfriend's dear mother asked me what it was that I was forever chasing out there. At that point, she had known me for only 2 years. She was an amazing lady and very observant. That question remained with me for so many years, unanswered until just the other day. We were on B's work travels once again, and our place of accommodation was in a bird park. One morning, I had a beautiful space in a loft area, and I felt like taking full advantage of the opportunity to do some yummy yoga. Mother Nature is coming in to talk to us. Eh? As I usually do, I proceeded to access a YouTube yoga class, but to my disappointment, I had no phone reception. I decided to freestyle and go with the flow. This proved to be the perfect time to find the ever-evasive answer to that question of so many years ago. Again, this phrase comes to mind. If you don't have the answer, live the questions and the answers will find you. So in these perfect surroundings, which looked a lot like Thailand, complete with the most melodic sounds of many birds, I started to realize it never was something that I was looking for out there. The answer was laying in a culmination of what I found in all of my years of many challenges, which were mostly my own mind challenges. And while meditating, because I had no phone reception, sometimes a good thing, nonetheless, feeling gratitude for my lovely surroundings, my body healing, at that perfect moment, I not only saw, but had an encounter with an attractive, curious lory bird. And in that very moment, the ever-evasive answer to the above question appeared and seemed inevitably true. The answer was, and is, self-love. That is what I was seeking. How ironic. I found the answer by just being on my mat, in fact naked on my mat. It was profound to find the answer by just being and not by doing. Two horses around. I had to learn and accept that I do not always have to do or perform something. All I have to learn is self-love, and with it comes self-acceptance. And this is the answer. This brings peace and healthy living. Being naked on my mat, only the lory checking me out, made me even more aware of self-love, grasping the idea of being able to love every bit of myself, knob knees, and any other parts that we reject so easily. They are all parts of our unique being, and we should love and appreciate each and every part, as all these precious parts make me, you, beautiful you. The above is a very good example of how I've taught myself to change my self-talk into being much more positive. Human nature is prone to negative self-talk, however. For this reason, there are already so many books written about changing our inner dialogue with ourselves to become more positive. This negative self-talk is usually unrealistic and can be harmful, in fact sickening, paralyzing people into inaction and self-absorption to the point of being unaware of the world around them. It is rewarding to give out time and energy to loved ones, but it is essential to gift it to yourself. The good news is that by gifting time to oneself, that negative inner critic can and should be challenged. Being more aware of it is just the first step. When we take action and start making a list of what we want for our lives, clarity is regained. As an example, this is my list of I should and not I must or have to do. I should study more because it will boost my self-esteem and broaden my knowledge. I should clear old thought patterns and create healthy ones because the old patterns do not serve me anymore, and I would love to be healthy as I grow gracefully older. I love that one, it's beautiful. I should accept that I am the architect of my own life because this will make me manifest an even better life all the time. I should teach my children and grandchildren the same, as it will make their lives easier and it will validate all my challenges and so also share my legacy. I should accept my beautiful life and that I deserve it because I have worked hard, lived my challenges, and found some good answers. I should do more of what makes me happy because it is the experience I want to be happy. I should love myself more and be more loving with myself because this is my reward for being a good student of life. What you put your heart and soul into will lead you to your destiny. And they also use your intuition to guide you to what it is, what your purpose is in this life and what you feel called to do. And then you put your heart and soul into it, will lead you to your destiny. We all have responsibilities, but don't get lost in them. Go with your gut and do the things that give you butterflies in your tummy. I cannot remember who the celeb was that was interviewed, but his statement made such an impact on me, and I relate strongly with it. Therefore, I recorded it. We are not allowed to regret anything. If we are sincere, then we are the sum total of all our experiences, with no exceptions. It suggests that we should not regret anything of our lives, the good and the bad, the good challenges, the bad challenges, all led us to the process of our life, the experience we came here to do. Looking forward to every new day of our lives, towards fresh and open experiences. And looking back at our lives, we can hardly believe how we evolved from being very conservative to ever more relaxed. As I get better at having more space in my calendar than appointments, I rekindle my true connection with myself and my loved ones. This process takes a lot of patience, but I am enjoying the ride and the lessons. Who knew there was so much peace and calm inside of me? I used to be too busy on the outside as well as inside. I'm very happy to say that I feel much more at peace. The better I get at it, the healthier my body and mind get. Isn't that interesting? Nowadays, when we speak about slimming down, I speak symbolically and literally. The process reaches far beyond the physical. It is about living light and being conscious. Simplicity is truly the secret to living light. How to simplify your life. I've got a few points there how to simplify your life. Spend less time on social media. Declutter. Watch less TV. Finally stop paying for cable. Unplug and reclaim your time. Find free forms of entertainment. The other evening, I'm just going to shift a bit to the shade, but the other evening we could sit outside. I was sitting outside and watching the sunset, and my husband came out and I was playing some songs of Olivia Newton-John, whose book I just finished reading, autobiography, Don't Stop Believing, and it came to me at the perfect time. From a charity shop. It was so cheap, and it was absolutely perfect for me to read at the time as well. But I was sitting outside listening to some of the music, and my husband brought me a glass of water and then decided to sit with me. And we had such a beautiful hour of music through the ages, through 40 years of music that she's done, I think 50 years. She's now 73 years. And we could go through that while watching the sunset, seeing the flying ants come out of the ant hills, and the birds swooping down to catch them, frogs coming out to catch them. And what a beautiful, blessed, free entertainment we had of Mother Nature just yeah, loving us, and we felt super blessed. Absolutely. Pay off your debt to simplify your life. Pay off your debt. Very important. Organize your finances and start tracking your money. Just on that point, organize your finances and start tracking your money. I have a thing, we've been doing it now for a few years, that every time we can, we spend our money on services. We try and use our friends for the services, and giving money to them, it feels like sacred economy. You don't mind giving your money away. When we bought our vehicle, our friend has a dealership, and we bought a new bakkie because we got that big discount. By giving $500,000 to a friend, it just eases your heart to give it to someone that you love. So that to me is sacred economy. So we try and bless everyone in our life by rather paying someone that we know and love and appreciate, if we can, for the most part. And that just feels great. And because you've got that good feeling of money going out, money is as your energy is on money flowing in as well. So it will flow in, because money will, in my money chapter, I said the energy goes where it is respected and loved. So we are energy beings. Yeah, so organize your finances and start tracking your money. Don't waste time on being negative. That's a big one. Simplify your life. Don't waste time on being negative. It takes actually more energy to be angry and negative than it takes to be positive. Believe me, I've taught myself over the years. You get into the habit of creating positivity, and that simplifies your life completely. Um, Downsize to upsize your sense of freedom. Downsize to upsize your sense of freedom. Embrace your own version of living simpler. Try being selfish for just a bit. You can't pinpoint exactly what you want in life if you're constantly sacrificing your time and dreams for other people. Recognize what makes you happy. Living simpler offers many advantages. It means we want less overall. It means we are focused on the important and let someone else worry about the less important. It means we streamline and hack away the things that are not essential. And then I've got a few pointers. Create habits to help you to your super blessed life. And here comes a few of my pointers that I use and are using. It's always, I'm a work in progress. I definitely am a work in progress. Stop sacrificing what you want most for what you want right now. Stop making excuses. Stop taking things personally. Exercise. Eliminate distractions. Stop playing the victim. Face your fears. One of the benefits of making changes to our lives is that we are super blessed to have so many live musicians as friends. Instruments like drums, ukulele, or guitars come out to be played at most of our socials. We truly have the most amazing friends who even want to spend their personal holidays with us, such as entering into a new year. For the last 4 years, we have had our very own New Year's parties. I often think of how these things came about. It's been more than 4 years though. It has become natural occurrences, fire boys, music, and so much more entertainment surround us. So if you need a party planner, it can be arranged. I'm not even kidding. Friends look at our conservative photos of some years ago and cannot believe that the people in the pics are us. We are invited to so many festivals, even dancing at early morning secret sunrise sessions. And I've put a link at the bottom, and I'll put in the description a link to the secret sunrise sessions. It really is amazing to go to them. When we started going to trance festivals, we started out just standing shyly on the side of the dance floor, maybe later tapping only a toe. Now we dance to our heart's delight, and as if nobody's watching. What a blessing. It sure has been a journey to have unbecome most of what we were taught to be, but I can vouch that it has been the most rewarding, unraveling journey to evolve, and it feels absolutely awesome to be able to let go of our tightness of being. I feel like I belong for the first time in my life. Super blessed to know that I'm the key and the door is already open. To coincide with the launch of this book, Super Blessed workshops are being birthed. The main focus of these workshops will be to support mental wellness and upliftment. And please let me know if you are interested in the workshops. It's my next goal next year to get these up and running as well. The best tool for this is the implementation of positive affirmations into our daily lives. Louise Hay taught me this most valuable lesson when I needed it most, and I'm the living example that it works. We become what we focus on. To be super blessed with happiness isn't something just afforded to a special few. It can be yours if you take the time to nurture it and let it grow. It's okay to be stressed, scared, and sad. I certainly have been throughout it was still 52 years, now it's 54 years. I have confronted fears time and time again, tears as well, for sure. I have a failed first marriage. I have seen loved ones pass away, been there for my daughter and grandchild Alexia when her daddy was fighting cancer and when he lost the battle. At the same time, my princess friend Dana met with a fatal accident. Then my mom died, colon cancer. At the same time, my dad had his cancer cut out. Our dog Max, 18 years old, also died. Then my mother-in-law drank herself to death as she could not accept the death of her husband, which I also had to go through with. I would say that I have had more than my fair share of heartache, but, it is a big but, I know I'm fortunate to live an extraordinary life, and that most people would assume that wealth has brought us happiness. In fact, it's the opposite. I was deemed successful when my business was successful, but I became depressed and sold to a crook, for a lack of better wording. Lost everything, and the result is that now we are really wealthy and connected because we understand happiness. So many people get caught up in doing what they think will make them happy, and this is ironically where they fail. Happiness is not about doing, it's about being. In order to be happy, you need to think consciously about it. Don't forget a to-do list, but remember to write a to-be list also. Kids are often asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? The world expects grandiose aspirations. I want to be a writer, a doctor, the president. They're told to go to school, go to college, get a job, get married, and then you'll be happy. But that's all about doing, not being. And while doing will bring you moments of joy, it won't necessarily reward you with lasting happiness. Stop and breathe. Be healthy. Be around your friends and family. Be there for someone and allow someone to be there for you. Be bold. Just be for a minute. If you allow yourself to be in the moment and appreciate the moment, happiness will follow. I speak from experience. We've built businesses, joined conversations about the future of our planet, attended many memorable parties, and met many unforgettable people. And while these things have brought me joy, it's the moments that I stopped just to be rather than do that have given me true happiness. Why? Because allowing yourself just to be, allowing yourself just to be, puts things into perspective. Try it. Be still. Be present. For me, it's holding my grandchildren's tiny hands. I get goosebumps when I say that because I miss them. Being part of others' journeys while still on my own journey. It's looking up at the stars and the magnificent moon. It's the smile on a stranger's face, the smell of rain, the rounding of a wave or a cloud. It's birdsong and music. It's sunrise and sunset. And also to blow bubbles. There's a reason we are called human beings and not human doings. As human beings, we have the ability to think and communicate. We can cooperate, understand, reconcile, and love. That's what sets us apart from most other species. Don't waste your human talents by stressing about challenges or that which you cannot change. If you take the time simply to be and appreciate the fruits of life, your stresses will begin to dissolve and you will be happier. But don't just seek happiness when you're down. Happiness shouldn't be a goal, it should be a habit. Take the focus off doing and start being every day. Be loving, be grateful, be helpful, and be a spectator to your own thoughts. Appreciate every moment and see happiness unfold. The feather you find in this book is a gift from me to you. It comes with love to remind you how super blessed you are. This specific feather is a part of my own special collection, as I have been blessed with feathers since the day many years ago on the beach when a feather stayed behind on my feet. I believe it was to wake me up consciously by giving me that sign when I was so out of it. You are super blessed is the magnificent result of many years of lessons learned and earned. I wanted to have every letter in gold. Then I knew that I wouldn't be able to afford the print. Then I wanted every little feather pick on this book to be in gold, but still it was 4 times the price, because I feel that my words in this book, the message that it brings, is so profound, especially now with the fear around us, all the fear. I am grateful to be able to share these hard-earned lessons via gearing up to hosting workshops for a happier and healthier lifestyle, and with that helping to ease any too easily diagnosed mental imbalances. Together we can be the change, and the ripple effect can move us closer to a super blessed life, step by step. And then I have to share this beautiful picture of my daughter-in-law, Katja, the drawing. There's 2 in the book by Katja, and if ever you need any work in designing or pictures or drawings or anything, she's just so talented. And with that, we have the epilogue, the ripple effect. As the most humble Mother Teresa said, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. And this is what that picture is about. I am no Mother Teresa, but because of mentors like her, I know that we can all be that someone who creates that ripple effect to promote a better world. The definition of ripple is Oxford Dictionary: a feeling or effect that spreads through someone or something. A feeling or effect that spreads through someone or something. I feel humbled and love to share some results of my ripple effects. And I'm not going to read this to you because I'll be too shy. Oh, my beautiful, beautiful words that my friends send me, that I've put in the book, to let you know that we all have those people in our lives that would want to express their gratitude to you, and this is what this is for. And I feel super blessed to have these beautiful humans in my life sharing my life's journey. They are the ones that make my life super blessed. Even my daughter in love, I'm not gonna read that. It's still beautiful. It's very beautiful, but yeah, you'll have to buy the book if you want to see that. I'm just gonna read my acknowledgements. So much gratitude for the education and lessons learned from awe-inspiring humans: Oprah, Robert Kiyosaki, Louise Hay, Ellen, and my most recent mentor, the dynamics John Sanay, and then many more. Camilla, my physical coach, to self-love as well. She was instrumental. Thank you to my first reader and awesome British friend, Steve Hooper. So much gratitude also to Katja for the cover photograph and design, your illustrations and work on the layout of this book. Without her, this book would never have been so beautiful. I don't have the talent for that and the skills, and she's, if you ever need work done, she's the one to. And she's available. She works from home with my beautiful little granddaughter, Jana. Super blessed with gratitude for Lena Hofmeyer, my editor of note, my beautiful friend. I can highly recommend you. And then I've got Lena Hof M at AOL at .de. You can you can always contact me if you want any of these people to help you out with things. What an absolute pleasure to have you working with me. And then I've got a personal joke between me and her. Really, really enjoyed every minute. And with this, I want to say I bow down and say namaste, which means the divine in me honors the divine in you. I find namaste to be a really beautiful way to greet someone. And I say super blessed with gratitude to each and everyone who buys my book, who listens to me, who listened to my videos, who loves me. Thank you very much. And then I can be found on Facebook as well under my name, Juanita Gagiano. Also my Facebook group of around 3,000 people. Hashtag I'm super blessed. And then I've got a gift in the back, at the back. It's a little feather that says super blessed, building consciousness that you are super blessed for sure. You can do with it what you want. It's my gift to you. Saying that I got many moons ago, many years ago actually, that really made me realize that I am the one to make the changes in my life. One day she finally grasped that unexpected things were always going to happen in life, and with that she realized the only control she had was how she choose to handle them. So she made the decision to survive using courage, humor, and grace. She was the queen of her own life, and the choice was hers. And with that, I thank you very much again. Please share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. My goal is 1,000 subscribers. Then I can start doing many more things and monetize. And I appreciate it. I ask you to help me share the love and share the beauty of life, this journey of life. Be super blessed.